Hello, and welcome to yet another edition of Zombiepalooza Radio Live. And we're ready to give you 5 hours of really cool and interesting, hopefully, zombie news you can use. And we're going to bring some authors. We're going to bring some pretty cool stuff. So hang on. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying with us. On our final approach, please make sure your seat bags and trays are in their upright and locked positions, and any carry-on bags are stored on the floor beneath you. We should be on the ground shortly.
This is your captain speaking. Dead door winds. We are making our final approach. Make sure to gather your wife, husband, spouse, friends and family, and zombies. And head over to www.livestream.com/Zombiepalooza Radio to listen to Jackie and I every Friday night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 5 hours of zombie fun. And like always, thank you for flying Zombiepalooza Radio.
Welcome to Zombiepalooza Radio Live. Tonight we got a really amazing guest lineup, some of our favorite oldies and a couple of newbies. Heading up in our first lineup, author Kozeniewski. He's author of Brain Eater Jones, but he's got a couple of other surprises coming along. At 9:15 to 10 p.m., we have author Thom Erb. He'll give you some Heaven, Hell, or Houston. At 10:15 to 11 p.m., we have director-producer John Michael Frye. He also does special effects. It's pretty damn cool. Stick around for that. At 11:15 to 12 a.m., we have author David Lund. He created the Winchester Winchester series, Winchester Undead. His series tonight, Winchester Prey, book number 2. And rounding out the last hour from 12:10 to 12:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, author S.P.Drunin. He's going to bring us book 2 of the Crowbar Chronicles, Rotting to the Core. Stick around. It's going to be pretty cool. The views expressed and opinions given by the individual host and their guest do not necessarily reflect those of CPR Productions, its affiliates, or sponsors. All right, we have, well, that's interesting. We have with us, sitting in the first chair co-host position, Scott Pearson. At least we better.
How you doing tonight, Jackie?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe you could tell me. It's going to be one of those nights. My belly was hurting all and fun stuff like that. Hey, we got a couple of things that are going to be pretty cool. One thing that's coming on tomorrow, need to give a shout out to Gary Perung and Sam and Wayne, who make up Gary and Sam. I don't know how. Wayne's name isn't getting in there, but I told him I was going to make sure I gave him a shout out. Wayne plays the drums, Sam plays organ, and of course, y'all know people pay Gary to play guitar. And don't make me say that again. Where'd you go? Scott, where'd you leave me?
I'm right here. No, I didn't leave you.
Right. Okay. I got like kind of a little scared there. And anyway, they're going to be playing at the ITAM 29 tomorrow in Warren, Ohio. It's going to be to do a benefit for the Missy House. And that is a home for wayward girls and ladies who have kind of lost their path in life and are trying to get themselves back together again. That benefit starts at 7 p.m. If you want to go over, they're taking donations. I think there might be something at the door, or not. I'm not really quite sure if there's a door fee, but I don't think there is. I'm going to be bringing some food and some other things that Missy House could probably use. And, hey, bring yourself along to listen to Sam and Gary, plus Wayne. And I want to give another shout out to Johnny Blades. Johnny Blades made this really amazingly. I'm going to bend the. Look at how cool that is. Johnny Blades is an amazing individual. Get over to johnnyblades.com. We put up a link on Zombiepalooza Dead again for him. And so go over there and check his stuff out. He is like uber cool. Super busy, but drop him a line. He will make sure to get back to you. Let me think what else. Oh, we have a commercial that we're going to be making, Scott. It's going to be on the 28th of this month. It's going to be from 10:30 a.m., which is going to be, can you imagine me in the a.m.? It's not going to be good. And it's going to be from 10:30 a.m. until 1:30 in the afternoon before the bar opens. I'm used to it closing around then. Opens, and it's at Uncle Sill's. And that is in Warren, Ohio. So check it out if you want to go over. It's a $5 entrance fee, basically to offset the cost of prosthetics and all of the other gory stuff that we're going to be doing. We've got about 30 people so far. We need people to sit at the bar. We need people, if there's anyone that's interested in helping us film it, that would be kind of cool. Else we're going to be using our these which is cool. So it's a lot of learning process to try and figure out how all of this stuff's supposed to work, but we'll figure it out. And I know there's going to be food and stuff, so we'll feed you too. Anyway, the 28th of July. What's going on your neck of the woods?
Well,
looking forward to. There's been a lot of updates on Night of the Living Dead Rebirth, Roger Connor's movie that's going to be coming out the end of October. And
Right.
I'm still excited about that. That's the big thing I have for this week. Give a shout out to Connor and actually also there are other which I did a review for on the dedicated Kill the Killing Games. Excellent one. You can
get it. You can get that from Walmart now, can't you?
I don't know if it's in Walmart yet or not. I'm still passing along. They may be available.
Okay, your audio is all scratchy.
Okay.
So, and Dead Door and Crunchy are on a bit of a sabbatical. They're working with James Barker on a new flick. And so, we missed you. Oh, and I need to do one more thing before we start. I have a wonderful family friend. Her name is Juanita James. And I hope she's listening right now because she's pretty amazing. I'm all tongue-tied when I talk about her. She's really amazing. She's helped our family so much, and I've known her for, almost ever since I landed in Warren, Ohio around 2001. So we go kind of a little back, and she's an amazing lady. I'm going to be starting a radio show for her, and it's geared towards seniors. And so that I think is going to be on like a Tuesday night, and it's going to be like a 2-hour program.
That sounds like it's going to be actually
it's going to be different.
Wow,
and yeah, they are very interested in getting to a broader audience, and what we're trying to gear
go a lot of directions.
I know, right? We're trying to gear towards a lot of the seniors that are like shut-ins and whatnot as a way for them to be able to have some companionship. Although it's just via the airwaves, it's still better than them not being able to have any kind of community at all. So it's in the works, and we're going to see what we can do with that. Anyway, anything else? Me too. Talk about going in a way different direction. There'll still be Zombiepalooza Radio, but we're going to be doing that. Oh, and there's one other thing. Well, I don't know if I probably can't talk. It's something different coming up sometime. Maybe next week.
Now, what's that?
This is definitely something different. It's for an author friend. And I can't say anything because I don't think she's put any of the details out there. And it is a lady, someone that we've had on the show quite often. And she's going to be trying something new. So look forward to that. We'll be updating on Zombiepalooza Radio. If this thing pulls off, it'll be on Thursday, this coming Thursday. And I think it'll be around 7 o'clock. Between 7 and 8 o'clock, and for 2 hours. All right, well, we got to get going because we have a guest that we absolutely love to have on the show. I think this is his first time on our YouTube channel. That would be Stephen Kozeniewski. God, I knew I was going to blow it. Kozeniewski. Yes?
Yes, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being on. And all right, for those who may not know what you're most famous for on Zombiepalooza Radio for writing, why don't you tell them all about it?
Well, I've been on Zombiepalooza, I want to say 2 or 3 times. And I think one of the best times was when we also had the narrator of my audiobook, whose name is Steve Rampici. And my novel is called Brain Eater Jones. And when we have Rempichi on, he is the voice of Brain Eater Jones, and he can do it live and respond to and all that great stuff. So I'm not as good as he is at that kind of thing, but I do like to come on and talk with Jackie and Jedor and all you guys.
You have your book with you?
I do.
Awesome. One of the new things that we are trying to get the guests and authors and people that are creative types to do is to show their book work or their different kinds of works that they have on air while we're on air. So show that Brain Eater Jones.
There you go.
Awesome. I'm going to get a snapshot of that too. All right, so you also write other works. What is it about the written word for you that really excites you and drives you to be so creative in this particular branch?
Well, I really like the opportunity to. I actually read an interesting comment that somebody made the other day on Facebook or something, which is that when you write a book and somebody puts that on their shelf, and then potentially their children and their grandchildren could pick that book up one day, and you become a part of the family, and you become a part of, eternity. And, some books we're still reading, we're still reading Shakespeare 500 years later and everything. And it's really fascinating to be able to take a piece of your mind today and know that decades later or centuries later, people can still pick it up and know what you were thinking if you're a good enough writer.
I really enjoy the cover of this. I don't think we've talked too much about who designed the actual cover of the book. Who did that?
That was Streetlight Graphics. I believe his name is Glendon Haddix, and he does covers independently. You can hire him if you want, but he also does all the covers for my house, Red Adept Publishing. So if you see a Red Adept Publishing book, that was Streetlight Graphics.
It's awesome, and a big another shout out for Red Adept Publishing. We've had I think we did one showcase for them, a 5-hour for them. Oh, that was a while back. We're going to try and bring them back on again, too, so let them know we're headed their way. You also have something that's really super awesomely cool. It was dated on 6/24/2015. It says, "We are excited to announce that the tremendously talented Stephen Kozeniewski, author of the hilarious Brain Eater Jones, will be joining rpglory.com for a live online role-playing session, and you can be part of the Hard-Boiled Undead Fen. Player slots will be available as a perk in rpglories.com upcoming crowdfunding campaign. Please subscribe to our RSS feed or check back often for further updates." Please let me know that that didn't happen already, or did it already happen? And if it did, how did it go?
Well, that'll be coming up on October 4th, I believe, is going to be the game. And sometime this summer, we're going to be auctioning off the slots in the game. I'm not sure if it's going to be 4 or 5. I'll have to follow up with RP Glory. But I guess it's RPG Glory. I'll have to ask them that, too. But basically, I just reached out to them, and, Shayna Festa, the Bookie Monster.
Yes.
So Shayna said, "I have terrible, terrible stage fright." She says this all the time. She says this every time she comes on Zombiepalooza, too. But she said, "I have terrible, terrible stage fright, but if any of my friends want to go and follow this company and potentially do a role-playing game, get a hold of them." So I emailed the people over there, and they said basically they love the book. They're going to set up a role-playing game. They're going to do it by Twitch, sort of like what we're doing now. And I'll be there to serve as the non-player character. So if somebody meets Brain Eater, or somebody meets one of his friends or whatever, I'll kind of chime in.
I think that's cool. Would it be possible to get one of the characters or the main character from the book in an actual live situation? Like bring him to life?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going to be doing essentially. I'm going to be pretending to be those characters, and then we'll have somebody like Jackie and Dead or whoever their characters are going to interact with me, and then I'll be pretending to be Brady.
That would be so cool. So cool. All right. Let's see. Where are we going on now? I know you have something that you're working on for TV.
Oh, yeah. What's actually going on is I mentioned before my narrator, Steve Rampici, and he has some connections in the TV industry. So, like, for instance, his mentor coming up was the voice of Pinky and Yakko from Animaniacs. I think his name is Rob Paulson. So, Rampici came to me one day, and this is kind of a funny story. He said, I've always wanted to be an action figure, like G.I. Joe. And he said, so what I really want is I want Brain Eater to become a cartoon series, and then we'll be able to have a action figure of me. So what he did was he hooked us up with this great animator out of Montreal. His name's Z Rysek. And so I've been doing some writing, and Steve's been recording the voices, and Z's been doing the animation. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to do an animatic, which is basically like a 2 or 3 minute proof of concept, basically like an animated story.
That is cool. It takes a long time to be able to go through that kind of a process. So this is not like something you can just do in like a week.
No, not at all. It's
cool.
well, like you said, we've been working on it for at least a year and a half now.
All right. Is there are there any other new projects that you have out there that I'm missing right now?
Jackie, let me interrupt real quick. We are no longer live on YouTube.
What did you do? Did you touch something?
I did nothing.
Did nothing. It says we're still live on here. Is there anyone else that can take a? You know what? Let me get my phone. And
I'm on the page now.
And it's not showing up anything? That's kind of weird because I've got all my feed going here. Poop. Wow. So in the midst of all of this, and this is live radio, fun. I'm going to check to see if there's anything going on over here, and my goodness. See, you make plans for everything, and you're like, okay, this is going to work. And then, and this is what we're calling dead time. All right. Do you know when it cut out?
I can ask Ken. We're having a chat over in the. Okay, Schultz tried to get on Hangouts and he's not finding us.
Well, he's not going to find us on Hangout because I have to send him a link.
Oh.
So that's that part of it, and I'm trying to get over to page and see what's going on here. I swear if this is still playing live, I'm going to scream. So cover your ears. Why is it? This is really kind of weird. Why is it doing this? All right. You know, I could probably, just give me a second. I could probably use some help here. Go over to Zombiepalooza Radio Live and the YouTube link and see what the heck is going on. I need to find out if we're live, not live. If it's just a particular situation. I have this nice man that's sitting here waiting for me to get my shit together. So what do you do when things don't go the way they're supposed to?
Adapt and overcome. Somebody doing it.
Yeah, I saw Schultz, but that's not going to do me any good if this thing is not playing live. And I really don't really need that. Schultz, go ahead and mute your mic, will you please? So we're still trying to figure out what we're doing here. Do you find it or not? Sorry, guys. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out. I'm going to have to get a new link going and all of that, and I will bring you guys back on.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.